Folks, Jimmy Butler's a Warrior. You know it. Wiggins, Waters, Dennis, Anderson, gone. We have sound bites from Steve Kerr and Steph Curry talking about it. We're going to play it in full. This was after the Utah game. We lost up 11 with 4 minutes to go, blew it. But obviously, they were not there in the game mentally. An hour before a closed-door team meeting, Steve Kerr told the team what was happening. Excuse me. Then you have to go do a job? That's brutal. That is tough. That is really hard. They came out very sluggish, played a better back half of the first all the way to the end of the fourth, and then close it out. So let's hear what from Steve Kerr and Steph Curry. But before we get into it, Randy Silver at Warriors Digest for breaking down all the news for you. Please like and subscribe. We're going to have a lot of videos coming out today for trade deadline, especially post-trade deadline, breaking things down. Want to make sure you don't miss any of it. So we're going to play a lot of different sound bites for you, and I want you to comment your thoughts on everything you hear. Each video, let me know what you think. Of course, we got the box score from the game below. So let me share my screen. So Steve Kerr talking about the trade deadline, this being in the middle of the week and how it affects teams and players like this, where an hour before you lose 4 of your guys and now they play with a basically 9-man bench.
Did it feel different?
Yeah, it always feels different. I think the league should consider making the trade deadline, at the All-Star break, just so you don't have to face these games where.
And because it's ESPN, I got to kind of stop for a second to make sure the monetization's good. But I do agree with that All-Star break, because then you have the break in between, so people aren't before games and moving. So I get where he's coming from.
Guys are getting traded half an hour before and game, and you're trying to process the emotions and trying to win a game. I don't know if it's possible, but it'd be great if.
Fair. I don't know if it's possible, but we'll see.
We could move it back to, or make the last couple of days, before the deadline, like off day. I don't know how to do it, but.
You get the gist of what he's saying. And this is the only video I have to do that. The rest are handheld videos, so we'll be good. Now, of course, the main man, Wiggins, won us a championship with the Warriors. We don't win without him. He's been through a lot. His father passed away. I don't think he's getting a rafter jersey. I don't think he's getting a statue. But he's been a massive part of this team. And now he's off to Miami. And there's been some stuff going on in his personal life. Steve Kerr shares.
Relationships with guys, and they give you everything and commit to the team, and they've got families. Wiggs just had a baby boy last week. Girls in school. Wiggs is one of my favorite players I've ever.
Also, no idea he had a baby boy. He keeps his life so private. Congratulations to the Wiggins family.
Coach, just a beautiful soul, just a wonderful human being, and we don't hang that banner in 22 without him. Everything he brings every single day, the laughter, the smile, the joy, just a wonderful human being, and so I'm going to miss him, and the other guys too. I mean, Kyle is just the ultimate pro. The guy's one of the best professionals I've ever been around. Dennis, we bring in here, another pro, total pro competitor. We bring in here with the idea that, we're gonna have him for a while, and he moves his family and kids, everything. They just moved into a house last week, so Lindy just getting his.
Before we get to Lindy Waters. Think about that, folks. He literally just moved his family from Brooklyn area probably to here, bought a house or moved into a house and renting, whatever, and now has to go to Utah. That is rough on the family. That is tough on the individuals, personalities, everything in between. So, yes, they're paid well, very well. They're athletes, but at the end of the day, they're humans. And think about that, the uprooting of the life on the family, the kids, the personal relationships, everything in between.
His career started. He's been great to coach, wonderful young guy. So it's hard, but this is the business. We know that. We talk about it
periodically. And so we, everyone moves on, and you say your goodbyes, and that's hard.
Without mentioning.
It's hard. It's hard. And that's the business. But we've been saying this for months on this channel. The Warriors needed to do something to get over the hump. We're a 500 team, and this team wasn't going to be enough for us to win. So that's where they go and get Jimmy Butler. How does he fit on this team?
Confidence level bringing him into the structure that you guys have here, that it can be I guess a drama-free situation.
Like I said, I don't know much about the behind-the-scenes stuff that got them there. That's for their organization to kind of talk about. But I can put myself in his shoes in the sense of he's been away from the game for a minute. He's been frustrated for whatever reason. And when you get into a situation that's a fresh start, again, it establishes expectations that we're all used to, that we need to win. And I think we all thrive off of that energy. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean there's going to be challenges. Obviously, him signing an extension is big, knowing he's committed for this next little run, and we got to figure it out.
You followed the drama over there. What's your confidence level bringing him into the structure?
Again, he signed the extension, $60 million the next 2 years. He's with the Warriors until 27, lining up with Curry and Draymond's contract. Have they spoken yet? Oh, Steph sent a halftime text, which I didn't think you're allowed to do.
Been in 2 finals. He's a winner. I understand there's a lot of drama down there, and who really knows what the story is. We expect to have a motivated, committed, Jimmy that's ready to impact our team for the better. Got to work out the kinks of what it looks like, and I'm excited to get to work and kind of feed off the energy of something new, and somebody that's obviously had experience at the highest of levels. Has a lot to prove, in a new situation, and we're gonna try to help each other do that.
Have you communicated with him?
Yeah, I text him at halftime. Normal, just excited to get things going, start the conversation, because hit the ground running. I don't know when we'll see him in person, but excited to get started.
He texted you back.
He did.
Anything you want to share?
It's a very pleasant message, ready to go.
What do you think? You mentioned maybe working out some of the kinks, but at his highest level, what he's done.
I love that. I'll keep that quiet. I'm sure it's said LFG, baby. So now, how do we get him into the scheme of this team?
For you guys,
It'll look different than what we're used to. He can play, I'm sure, a little bit of motion, but he's a shot creator, a finisher, somebody that you have to take into account no matter where he's on the floor. He plays at his own speed. He can get to the foul line, take advantage of matchups. So you got to be smart, high IQ basketball to figure it out on the fly. But he's obviously a competitor at the highest of levels, and being able to work off each other. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'm gonna watch a lot of, whenever it's time, I'll watch a lot of Miami film to understand some of the sets that they like to run for him, and see what we can kind of transition to our playbook. And we want to give him free reign to give us, some insight on what he's comfortable with and make those adjustments. But we all got to be ourselves too.
I love that. Obviously, we're going to have to feel ourselves to him a little bit, but at the same time, we got to play our game. He's got the fit. So it's going to be interesting. Steve Kerr, Terry Stotts, Jerry Stackhouse, the whole coaching staff, how they change up this team, change up the schemes, and how everyone fits together. You basically have a 30-game stretch before the playoffs. Right now, we're right there at the borderline. So Folks, buckle up. Subscribe to Warriors Digest. We're going to be breaking it down, analyzing it all, and so much more for you with reactions. Tell me what you think about this. Sad to see the 4 players go, but we knew this was coming. We needed this. Was Butler the guy we wanted? That's a different conversation. But we got a massive trade. Congrats to the Warriors organization for making it. They could have just stayed put. They're reaching for the stars. Hopefully, we get that gold cup at the end of the year.